I'm back, bitch, come test me. Y'all wanna hate that so ugly. Can't relate, that ain't my fault. What y'all had on last year I brought. Competition, I just wish to get my opinion, that's what's missing.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? I'm Wesley from AK Nation TV, the network, the one channel on YouTube where we actually adopt similar connections despite our differences. And I'm here with TW, the wrap-up on AK Nation TV, the network, and I'm here to review Real World. Is it really real? Because some of this shit that be happening on this show, like... But I'm here to review The Real World, the latest episode. The blood that is bad is finally made it to the house. Do me a solid and definitely share this video on Facebook and Twitter. Definitely leave comments. And before you go into leaving comments, click that thumbs up button. And if you aren't following me on Twitter and on Instagram, you need to follow me at AK Nation TV. Yeah, so let's really get into this particular review. Alright, so Real World is heating up. The fire is burning in the kitchen. The pot is boiling over, the water is bubbling over the pot. You know what I'm saying? You know. Although the issues that these people have on this show, they're not life-threatening at all. And some of them are so small and minuscule. It's like, why would they even be casted? The show for me didn't really get that good until Tierra started bucking at Peter's ass, who was not minding his motherfucking business. Right. There's a certain nostalgia about watching the OGs go against the newbies. Seeing a team being supported by their partner against all opposition. That's what I felt when the bad blood was sitting in the house and the OGs came in and they were like, what the hell, why are you here? Like, I'm trying to figure out and understand. It's not computing to the brain. What are you doing in our house, goddammit? It was fun to watch. Yay. So let's for a moment, right, forget everyone else, because the only major storyline in this whole entire show is between Theo and Cassius. And that's actually how we start off the show, with Mike and Theo talking about what happened to him. You know what I'm saying? The whole situation with the weed and the cops being tipped off or coming to the room to do a search, and, you know, they go and they find weed in a thermos or whatever, and, you know, Cassie's like, it's not mine, and Theo is like, whatever, and, you know, he ends up getting kicked out of a Division I school, and now he has to go to a Division III, and he loses his freaking scholarship. Fucked up, right? Right. You would think that your cousin would have your back, right? No, not really, because Cassius don't know what the hell he talking about. It wasn't his weed, it was Theo's, or at least that's what the story is. I don't know about y'all, but I'm kind of believing Theo's story. I mean, it sounds convincing, and Theo has not presented himself to be somewhat of a liar, so I'm believing him. You know what I'm saying? So we get past this, we get to the club. Everyone's having a good time. Even Tierra is out having a decent time. Her makeup is on point. You know, her makeup is always like a 20. It's not a 10, it's a 20. It's a 25,000. You know, she's on point or whatever. And, you know, Katrina's like, I gotta go smoke. Where can we smoke? You gotta go outside. So she leaves. Then slowly but surely, you know, Robbie leaves, and, you know, Theo leaves and does something, and Jordan leaves and does something, and, you know, Mike does something, or he's dancing with Jordan. They're grinding up on each other. And who's still standing on the upper level? Tierra. Why is she there by herself? Because she's a loner. I don't know. I don't know why she's there by herself. I don't know when it dawned on her that she was there by herself, but she's by herself, and she doesn't appreciate being by herself. Someone should have tapped on her shoulder and told her, we're all going throughout the club. We're all leaving you. I mean, who does that? They all get back home. Tierra takes off her clothes, and she goes, and she's ready to go. She's like, I just want to let you all know that that's fucked up. I thought that I was going to hang out with my friends, and my friends left me up on the upper level by myself. And I can understand why. And when I looked around, you were all gone. And you really did that to me. I thought thought we were supposed to be cool. I'm not really cool with making friends. I can see why. Because if this is how you act every fucking time you think someone is going against you, I like, what the fuck? What is wrong with this female? I can, for the life of me, understand how someone, and then, you know, I was watching this with somebody and they were like, well, maybe she has abandonment issues. Well, she should have fixed them fucking issues before she came to the house. But it's the real world. Okay, so show me your real side. But this right here, I do not want to see this. I don't want to be around this. This is fucking bullshit. How dare you? Like, you overreacted the last particular time when, you know, everybody was talking about you, whatever, you overreacted. Okay, now you're overreacting again because we decided to go throughout the club and not banister hang. Like, the fuck out of here. Like, I'm not about to sit over here. Mind you, if it was me, you know, I would have been like, I'm out. I'm about to go walk around, but whatever. It's neither here nor over there somewhere. You know where y'all are going. Like, you live with each other. Why are you so angry about them leaving? And then, you know, Katrina ain't here for it. She like, well, I don't really care because I just went to go smoke a fucking cigarette and I was the first one to leave and blah, 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 and this, that, and the third. And I don't know why you yelling and da, 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 and this, that, and the third. And I'm like, girl, don't even waste your breath. Like, just walk away from her. Like, she's ridiculous. And, you know, Theo was upset because she's ranting and raving at Theo. And Theo was probably one of the only ones that really has her back. And she's yelling at him. And so he, you know, he's taking out his frustration a little bit, speaking out aloud or whatever. And then, of course, he decides to be the gentleman that he has displayed himself to be thus far. And he takes her up to the room and puts his face in her club sweaty ass booty because he's attracted to her. And he's going to put up with that dumb shit that females do. And, you know, and I'm just like, okay, I couldn't put up with that. I really couldn't. There's no way, like, no. But it's cute, the way that they have their thing. It's really, really cute. Mike and Jordan, to me, I mean, that's like all sorts of wrong. It's like when I see Mike and Jordan, I see like a 3-year-old and a 54-year-old. And I'm really not thinking that that's pretty hot and tempting. Nothing is fat about that at all, you know, but I kind of like am blaming Jordan, and the reason why I'm blaming Jordan is because Jordan played Mike well, granted they didn't really know each other, but she played him before. Now she's dancing, grinding all up on him, got her legs all up on his chest, little ass mini skirt, she's flirting right back, and it's like when moments like this occur, you're sending the guy mixed signals. Like, I hope the next episode that she at least has a crush on the dude or expresses the same kind of like for the guy instead of saying, oh, I don't really like you, because you're playing with people's emotions, you're playing games. Because Mike seems to have taken a liking to this young little girl, you know, and it just, I don't know, it's just awkward watching it. It's like, oh my God, molestation in front of me on on TV, we have molestation. It's ill. Meanwhile, in other news, back on the horse and carriage ride to the OG's house. In Seattle, we have the newbies who are still bonding. Bonding so much so that Peter and Anna are kissing, swapping slobs. It's not surprising. Anna, to me, gives off like hoish tendencies. Like the way she talks and the way she tries to like start drama already with, you know, Tiara and her fake accent and, you know, oh, my sister this, my sister that, and oh, well, maybe this person should, oh, really, and why is his name Robbie? Like, she just gives off bad bitch vibes. And it's really, like, annoying because she was crying just a second ago. But it's like, we're sitting here talking about Tiara's fake accent, and I'm like, no. What you got going on is kind of like borderline suspect. So, you know, Tiara kind of apologizes, but not really. And, you know, the females are still really not hearing it. Like, Katrina, she doesn't really care. She's like, whatever. Anika is just like, whatever. Like, everybody's like, whatever. So they go to the zoo. Whatever. And then the newbies finally get their ass in the house. The producers break down walls and stuff, and they reveal different rooms, and the newbies get to choose their beds or whatever. The OGs come to the house with the newbies sitting on their beds, which is like a part of their room or whatever, and it's like the cat got the tongue. Like, you know, nobody's saying anything. And before anybody could even say anything, Mike, you know, grabs Peter's palm like, yo, what up, bro? And I'm like, aren't y'all supposed to be bad blood? Why y'all, yo, what up and broing? You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, everybody is kind of like caught off guard You know, Robbie is losing his mind seeing Jennifer. Anika doesn't really want to see Will, but it's whatever. And Theo's like, oh, I'm not really even here for Cassius. I'm just go my own direction. This is when the episode starts because shit got on and popping. It was really, really hot. And I was appreciative of it. Point blank, period. I was appreciative of it. And so this is why. We start this off with Anika trying to talk to Will. And Will is just straight ignoring her. Like a 2-year-old, like a 5-year-old, like a 7-year-old. Straight ignoring her. She's in his face like, hi, Will. How are you? Ignored. And I'm like, dang, why is he ignoring her like that? And so they're just like, well, Anika's like, well, you're in my house. So there should be no reason why you're ignoring. No, it's our house now. I live here. He's like, it's my room too. I live here. It's like, she's like, no, it's a part of my room, so it's my room first. And then Theo walks by. He's like, bruh, it's a part of her room, so it's her room. I'm like, yes, come through, Theo, come through. Let's get this opposition going. Let's get this opposition going. Out of nowhere, Kim, who was talking shit the whole episode, and she's all timid. She's like, well, I don't know, because I really don't have a problem with her. I don't know why she has a problem with me. I would understand why she would have a problem with you, because if you're not the bad blood, if you're not the bad guy, you wouldn't have straight out the gate started talking about her fake accident or whatever the case may be and trying to paint a picture of Tiara to these people that don't even know her. So I could imagine you doing that just haphazardly out in the real world. No pun intended. And so I get why, you know, Tiara would be upset with her, but the fact that Kim is so lost and she doesn't get it is bullshit. Like, I don't really understand it. And that's why I'm so aggravated, because I'm like, who's lying on this show? Who is lying on this show? That's my question, because I don't know who's lying on this show. And then, you know, Tiara's like calling her brother. She's like, bro, Kim is here. And the brother's like, word, stop playing. And then, you know, Tiara's like, yo, I want to whoop her ass. And I'm like, okay, can she even fight? Can Tiara even fight? I know that she can cry and be angry like a 5-year-old, but can she fight? That's my question. Can she fight? And so I'm like, whatever. So word gets around that Tiara wants to beat up Kim. And so all of the newbies punk out and they're like, oh my God, this is really hostile. This is too much. I didn't really think it was going to be like this. And Kim's like, I don't know who she thinks she going to touch, but she ain't going to touch me. Like, she not going to put her hands on me. And I'm thinking to myself, Kim, you look 12. Like, let's cut it out. Like, you look like you don't even know what a fight is. Like, I don't know. These people look soft. Like, all these people look soft to me. All these people look real soft. And so, you know, that's neither here nor over there somewhere. I'm thinking to myself, Kim, you coming into the cypher. All these newbies coming into the cypher. The newbies should be the ones saying something to the OGs. That's how I feel. We get to a conversation between Cassius and Mike is stirring up the pot. Talking about, oh, you know, oh, Cassie's like, oh, me and Peter, like, that's real friendship. We're real. Like, I already know him. He's cool. And, you know, Mike is like, well, we've known each other longer than y'all. Y'all have only known each other for a day or so, and y'all really think y'all know each other like that. Cassie's like, well, when you see somebody that's real, that's when you know it. And so Mike is like, so what are you saying? You don't think Theo is real? And I'm like, oh, Mike, you messy. But go ahead, Mike, keep it going. Go ahead, Mike, keep it going. Then Cassius comes in and he's like, well, what have you heard? What have you heard? What's going on? And then Theo comes in like, okay, ready to talk. Now I'm thinking, you know, Theo's tall, he played football. I'm like, okay, he about to come in and body this Cassius, scrawny Cassius dude. But Cassius, the demeanor is like, yo, let me tell you something, son, what it is, da-da-da-da. And he's like, and he's beasting, owning the whole conversation. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, maybe Theo is not that confrontational. Maybe he's trying to be as mature as he can be because the cameras are rolling. I don't know. But I'm thinking, yo, bruh, you better check little home. You better check little dude. Like, check him. Like, he come on your show, check him. And then Peter had to remind everybody that the OGs wouldn't be there if it wasn't for the newbies. So at the end of the day, everybody needs to respect everybody. And I'm just like, uh-oh. But then that gets Theo upset, and he's like, yo, calm your nerves, it's family matter, don't even talk to me, son, don't even talk to me. And then, you know, Peter's like, but I'm going to talk. And then out of nowhere, Tiara has her man's back. And Tiara starts charging after Peter. And I'm like, yes, let's get something going. I want to see something, goddammit, because these kids, They gotta show me something. And that's when the drama starts. I think this is really cool. I'm really loving it. Loving it like McDonald's, right? And I want to know what y'all think. What did y'all think about this particular episode? It was hilarious. I really hope that Cassius is lying and Theo is telling the truth. And I really hope that that's not Tiara's fake accent or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking that she does that naturally because she was living in London for 5 years, whatever the fuck she was for 5 years. So yeah, the accent is a part of her now. It only makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Like that. I mean, calling it a fake accent just like that's okay. Here's my theory, right? There should be no reason why someone should call something fake, especially a female, when her hair is fake, when she's wearing makeup, when she has fake fingernails. You know what I'm saying? So like, let's cut it out with the fake. She probably got color contacts in. Let's cut it out with the fake, all right? It is what it is. She was in London for 5 years, so she adopted that accent. Point blank into the period. That's it. That's it. I'm team OGs. I don't give a fuck about these newbies, and I want Theo to whoop Cassius' ass. That's what I want Theo to do because Cassius has no remorse, and he's saying calling Theo a boy. Like he said, I trained Theo. That's my dog. Literally, bark, bark. I'm like, son, whoop his motherfucker. I don't know. What did y'all think about this particular episode of The Real World? Let me know. Leave your comments below. Share this video on Facebook and Twitter. Tweet this video to the castmates. I don't give a damn if they see this. I want to interview they bitch asses. And I definitely want to interview Theo. I think Theo is cool as fuck. And yeah, if you don't follow me on Twitter and Instagram, definitely follow me at AConnection Deuces! Explain to the people that weren't able to understand your history with your sister, if you can give us a little brief synopsis of how you came to meet and how that all worked out for the show.
Okay, yeah, I met Asia when I was about 15. I was about to turn 16.
I was trying to hurry. I didn't know nothing. All I did was I came. I didn't want to do nothing. I was so hungover. I couldn't do nothing.
There was everything else.
Right.